It's mailbag time here on Knicks Now by Chat Sports, one of my favorite shows to do of the week. I just get to chop it up with all the real ones that consistently support this channel, and I get to answer your questions. We do only take questions from subscribers, so if we didn't get to your question, it means it's your fault. Change it. Subscribe right now and help Knicks Now get to 50,000 subs. We're about 1,000 away. My guy, Joel Santos. What's up, homie? Sweet lid, bro. Says Klay Thompson or DeMar DeRozan after the Knicks make a major trade. So you're saying if they make a big trade, who would I rather have? Klay Thompson or DeMar DeRozan? I'd probably say Klay because he can shoot better. And I don't know if he can defend anymore, but he kind of fits more as a complementary piece. But if you make a big trade, you're not getting Klay Thompson or DeMar DeRozan. Because Klay Thompson is going for more than the mid-level exception, as is DeMar DeRozan. Now, if the question is, Joel Santos, who would I rather have, Klay Thompson or DeMar DeRozan with that's the big move? I'm going DeMar DeRozan. I am. I think another guy that can create his own shot, control the flow of the offense, and get you clutch time buckets in the fourth quarter, clutch player of the year. DeMar DeRozan finished second in clutch player of the year, first last year. Second in clutch player of the year was DeMar DeRozan this year. If the Knicks do not make any big moves and they can go get DeMar DeRozan, I would love that. I was begging for them to trade for DeMar DeRozan at the trade deadline. You need another guy that can control the offense and create for themselves and others while Brunson sits down. DeRozan is one of the most underrated playmakers in the league. Consistently averages 4+ assists. And I think it's up to like 6 at this point with the Chicago Bulls. He almost runs point guard at times for them. Another guy that can score in the half court when Brunson's off the bench. I would go with DeRozan over Klay. I just think both those guys are probably a little unrealistic. It'd have to be a sign and trade for both them because I think they're going to command more than the potential mid-level exception the Knicks might have. Julian, what's up, man? Would you do the Bronny signing to get LBJ in a vet minimum and then sign CP3 off the bench? Yeah. Yeah. If I can add Chris Paul and LeBron James to this team for 2 veteran minimum contracts, absolutely. Any person in the world that's a Knicks fan that says they don't want LeBron James for the veteran minimum, they're lying. They are lying, and they're letting their emotions get in the way. Ty Dubs, what's up, man? Appreciate the $5 super chat, homie. He says, I say let's go with Bridges. Def under no circumstances go for LBJ. You wouldn't? Taj Gibson played on the vet minimum for us. You wouldn't give him Taj Gibson money? Come on, dog. I love you, though. I love you. You're just wrong on this one. My mother said that. I'd tell her she was wrong. Yeah, Mikal Bridges remains a top trade target for me this offseason. He will. I think he brings a lot where the Knicks need. Another versatile defending wing that knocks it down at a high rate in spot-ups, and he attacks closeouts better than almost anybody in this league. And he's a Nova boy. Always in on that. OG, what's up, bro? Because I'm down with the Giannis trade. I also like the cheap options like Williams, Harris, or Bey. Yeah, I think that if the Knicks find a way to make it to where they can get that mid-level exception, then I think a wing is probably what I was looking at, and that's based kind of off the market. I went and I ranked every single free agent that's out there, and I was looking for guys in that mid-level area. And I think someone off the bench, a wing spot that could supplement OG, makes a lot of sense. This was the trade idea we brought up on a show earlier this week. OG was referencing this one. Let me know. Would you make this trade for Giannis? Randall, Robinson, Deuce, 4 unprotected, 3 protected, 7 total first-round picks. Would you do the deal? A for accept, D for decline. Rel88, what's up, man? Malcolm Brogdon and Herb Jones. As trade targets? Because I'm pretty sure, let me just double check here. Malcolm Brogdon, if I remember right, he has 2 years left on his deal dating back to when we were trying to trade for him at the trade deadline. Yeah, he signed a 2-year deal for $45 million, and he is on the books for $22.5 this upcoming year, so it would have to be a trade for him. I wouldn't mind trading for Brogdon. I would have liked for the Knicks to trade for him at the trade deadline. He fits what I think that they need. Another creator off the bench for themselves and others. When it comes to Herb Jones, New Orleans ain't letting him go. He's a really good player. and he's really young. And he signed a 4-year contract with the Pelicans worth $53 million last offseason. What a steal of a deal. They aren't trading him. I wish they would because I would love him on this team. But probably not trading him. Carter. Trade for Jimmy Butler, Trae Young. We haven't talked about Jimmy Butler. We have not talked about Jimmy Butler. I wouldn't mind adding Jimmy Butler, but he said he doesn't want to play for Tibbs anymore. He said he wants to beat Tibbs. And I think it would be pretty old school Knicks to give Jimmy Butler a max deal. And what I mean by that is he is past his prime. He is. The injuries are stacking up. Is he still good? Yeah. Is he still a star? Absolutely. Can he still get it done in the playoffs? Yeah. But we're almost 2 years removed now from him doing that. And you pay players for what they can do, not what they have done. What they have done and paying those players for that is what the Knicks used to do. I don't know if I would give Jimmy Butler a max, and that's what he said he wants. I have no interest in Trae Young. We have our point guard, and he's better than him. More questions coming up around the corner. But first, I got to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS. And Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app, will match your first deposit up to $100. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. All you do, create a lineup, 2 to 6 players. You pick more, you pick less. NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball. All types of sports that you can play on Prize Picks. And with the NBA Finals about a week away, now's the time to get hooked up. And we've got a special offer that if you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS right now, or when the video finishes, and use the promo code CLNS, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. If you're looking to turn your basketball, football, sports IQ into some money to help you out, do it with Prize Picks. If you're going to play daily fantasy sports, do it with our proud sponsor, Prize Picks. We love having them as a sponsor. We want to keep them around. I love playing Prize Picks. I play it every single day. Check them out. You guys will enjoy it. I promise. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. Pick 2+ players. Turn $10 into $100. $20 into $60. Choose more. Choose less. Prize Picks. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. Strong Island Bomber, what's up, bro? Says, what is going to happen with Sims? Jericho Sims has a team option for the 24-25 season. I expect for the Knicks to pick that team option up. It's for like $2.5 million or something around that. I would pick that up. Toppin, Milton, and Jeffries are all free agents. And I would expect the Knicks to try to bring all of them back, maybe not Milton, Toppin, and Jeffries, once again on a G League deal or on one of those two-way deals as well. He says they got to be replaced with some better bench players. Yeah, the Knicks, those guys weren't your bench players. Those were your G League players. Your bench players got hurt, so they were then thrusted into your bench players. You can't be good from 1 to 15. Just not possible in the NBA. But I understand what you're saying. Those were your G Leaguers. I think the Knicks bench is fine. I think they could use another scorer, another wing, but I'm not too worried about replacing Toppin and Milton and Jeffries right now. Liam Tortorella. I think I got it right that last time. Liam Tortorella. How about Jaren Jackson Jr. if he ever becomes available? Yes. I love Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually think he'd be the perfect power forward for the New York Knicks. He defends at a high level. He can stretch the floor on offense. Elite shot blocker. Yeah, Liam, I would love to trade for Jaren Jackson. But if you're the Grizzlies, why are you doing that? He's a part of your team with Bane and Ja Morant for the foreseeable future. Raymond, what's up, man? Says, what you think about Booker, Paul George? Devin Booker, I would pay the price. Paul George, if you can get Paul George without trading Randall, you do it. I'm not so sure I would trade Randall for Paul George at this point. But if you could somehow finesse Robinson, Bogey, and Deuce and picks for Paul George, yeah, you do that. And then your starting lineup is Brunson, George, OG, Randall, and Hartenstein with your bench being Dante DiVincenzo and Josh Hart. That's a really, really good team. I'd love to get both those guys. I would pay pretty much whatever it takes to get Devin Booker. And for Paul George, I would only do it if I could keep Julius Randle. That's how I feel on that. John Thotty! What's up, John Thotty? Says, I don't want Zion at all, but surprised there hasn't been much talk there given all the history of the Knicks rumors with him. Thoughts? Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't heard a little bit more of that this offseason. Good picking up on that. I'm with you, though, man. I'm tired of doing injury update videos. I'm tired of talking about injured players. But, man, he was good in that playing game before he got hurt. I can't trade for Zion. I can't. Too injury prone. I can't do it. Thomas, Lauri Markkanen. I think Lauri is a really, really good player. I struggle with saying I would trade Randle for Markkanen. And I've come a long way from that. I feel like Knicks fans at times have overrated Randle because we haven't seen him so long. But, man, that team was so good in January. Like, they were so good. 11-1. Number one defense, number one offense, number one rebounding team. 8+ beating teams by 18 points a night. The only way I would go in for Markkanen is if Randle was off the team, and I think I would keep Randle over Markkanen. I think I would. It's close. But like, I think if you're trading Randle for Markkanen, they're going to want you to add a lot of first-round picks to that. And I'm not doing that. If you trade Randle in a package for a guy like, let's say you trade Randle and Randle, Robinson, and McBride for Bridges, right? For Bridges. And then you can go get Lauri, sure. But I don't think that you got a spot for Lauri if Randle's on the team. Because then is Lauri playing the 3 and then OG's playing the 2? So you're pretty much saying you got to trade Randle for Lauri. I don't think I'd do it. Let me know. Would y'all trade Julius Randle for Lauri Markkanen? Let me know in the chat. Make sure you're following me over on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Hit me up over there. And let's go Knicks!